This chilling video was filmed by a man who had been living in fear for months, recording from his balcony after hearing unexplainable noises in his neighborhood. For weeks, residents reported eerie sounds echoing through the streets, low moans, scraping noises, and distorted cries that seemed to come from every direction at once. Families were losing sleep and children refused to go outside after dark. Locals even formed search groups, combing through alleyways and empty lots in hopes of finding a logical cause. But every attempt ended the same. Nothing. No person, no animal, no clue. That's when whispers began to spread that something dark and supernatural was haunting their town, a malevolent force that only showed itself when no one was supposed to see. Until one night, one terrified man captured it on camera. What makes this recording so horrifying is the way the figure moves, as if it has been watching, waiting, and studying the people below for a long time. It doesn't flee when noticed. Instead, it lingers, almost taunting those who dare to look. Its unnatural stillness and confidence suggest it knows it belongs there, among the shadows. This footage finally gave the frightened community proof of the haunting presence they had long felt, but could never explain. The mysterious entity was real, and it had been walking their streets all along, hiding just beyond the reach of their lights. This unsettling video was uploaded by a cyclist known as Moto Tourist, who found himself riding alone down a deserted mountain road late at night. The location, Hampi, often referred to as the Ghost City, already carries a reputation for strange, supernatural occurrences. After exploring the ruins during the day, he began heading back to his resort. But as darkness fell, he missed a turn and accidentally veered into a dense, isolated grove. With no lights, no people, and no signs of civilization, an uneasy feeling began to creep in. That's when he spotted something chilling. A woman dressed like a bride, silently walking along the edge of the road in the middle of the night. The camera captures what appears to be a woman in a flowing white gown, slowly moving through the pitch-black darkness. Her figure seems distorted, and for a moment, it even looks like she might be pregnant. But that could just be a trick of the shadows. Still, her presence on such a remote, haunted road raises unnerving questions. Was she a lost traveler, or something far more sinister? A spirit bound to the cursed ruins of Hampi? Whatever the answer, this ghostly encounter left both the rider and viewers convinced that he might have crossed paths with something truly paranormal. This eerie video from Indonesia captures a man exploring what he believed to be an abandoned house late at night. Urban explorers often prepare for the usual dangers: unstable floors, collapsing ceilings, or running into trespassers. But few ever imagine encountering something supernatural. This particular explorer was documenting his late-night adventure through the property, treating it like any other derelict structure. The house looked ordinary for a place left behind: shattered windows, cracked walls, and layers of peeling paint. But as he carefully moved through the dark lower level, an uneasy feeling compelled him to glance upward. What he saw staring down from the second floor would make him rethink everything he believed about empty buildings. As his camera tilts up toward the upper balcony, A strange figure appears between the white pillars. A pale face, its eyes glowing faintly red, seems to peer directly at him from above. Startled, his camera jerks, capturing chaotic movements that suggest raw fear. Whether it was a ghost, a hidden intruder, or a chilling optical illusion remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: the timing, the movement, and the eerie placement of that face all hint at something far beyond coincidence. Whatever he recorded that night might be the most compelling evidence yet of true paranormal activity inside that haunted Indonesian house. This mysterious footage was filmed and shared by Andy Capt while he was on a trip with a friend the next day. During their drive through the mountains, Andy started recording after noticing something strange far off in the distance, right on top of a nearby peak. Both of them were familiar with this road and had traveled it many times before, so they knew the landscape well. Whatever was standing up there didn't belong.
What is it?
It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
No.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you've seen what I've seen right now,
What makes this sighting even stranger is the sheer size of whatever they captured. The figure or object appears enormous, towering above the mountaintop even from far away. Could it have been a tree, a structure, or perhaps something supernatural? Andy insists it wasn't anything he'd ever seen there before. To this day, he has no idea what it was, and despite returning to the same spot, he's never seen it again. A mysterious shadow on the mountain, one that still leaves people wondering if what they witnessed that day was something beyond explanation. This next scary video might sound familiar. It involves the same woman with that unsettling Elmo balloon that once climbed the stairs entirely on its own, terrifying her pets in the process. Ever since that first incident, her dogs have refused to enter the house, and even her cat reacts strangely whenever the balloon is near, staring at it, agitated, as if sensing something alive within. She once mentioned that someone warned her never to pop the balloon, claiming that whatever spirit was trapped inside would be released if she did. Worse, they said it could become violent or attach itself to another object in her home. To avoid tempting fate, she decided instead to record every odd thing that's been happening. Watch closely.
Babe. Quiet. Quiet. It's creepy, dude.
In this clip, the balloon doesn't drift naturally like a normal helium balloon. Instead, it appears to climb each stair step by step, moving with deliberate intent. You can hear her dogs barking anxiously in the background, reacting to something unseen.
Babe.
Then comes the most chilling moment. The balloon halts mid-stare, almost as if aware it's being filmed. She admits she's never wanted to pop something more in her life. Sure, helium balloons can behave strangely as they deflate, but this is different. The Elmo balloon looks as though it's moving its legs. Even her cat seems disturbed, watching it closely as though it knows something is terribly wrong. But now, it isn't just about strange movements anymore. If you listen carefully, you can hear a faint moan echoing through the room. At first, she dismissed it as old plumbing, but with all the other supernatural activity in the house, she's not so sure anymore. One night around 9:27 p.m., things escalated. She and her husband heard a series of loud, deliberate knocks. Thinking someone was at the door, they went downstairs, but the entryway was empty. Then came the realization. The knocking was coming from inside. Watch this.
What the is underneath the floorboard? I'm gonna knock again. Okay.
The sound echoed from beneath them, from directly under the basement floor.
Okay, knock. Go back. Right here. Did you hear that? Yeah. That's a solid knock. It's like a thick vibration. Yeah. I felt it right under me. Now do it again. Okay, yeah. Do you hear the rhythm in the knock? It's very thick. It's like the whole board moved. Yeah. Okay, try it again. Okay. Send on the knock over here. Yeah. Do you hear the rhythm? Yeah. It's very proper. It was a very hard knock.
After sharing the clip online, viewers offered dozens of theories, but one comment in particular deeply unnerved her. Someone pointed out that 3 knocks, or 3 scratches, are often seen as a demonic sign, a mockery of the Holy Trinity. And the worst part? She admitted she knocked back. Since then, the internet has been divided. Some believe a spirit is using the Elmo balloon as a vessel to make contact. Others think the balloon is trying to warn her about something lurking in the basement. A third theory, far darker, suggests the entity has already attached itself to her, using these events to draw attention. Whether it's a haunting, a warning, or something even more sinister, this remains one of the most disturbing pieces of paranormal evidence ever shared online. This next eerie clip was filmed inside the elevator of a mansion known for its dark and unexplained history. 5 years before this recording, a resident was found dead on the 4th floor, and since that day, nothing inside the building has felt normal. Tenants began reporting that the elevator would mysteriously stop at the 4th floor, even when no one pressed the button. Some even claimed to see a pale woman standing motionless in the hallway, waiting just beyond the doors. Then one evening, something chilling was finally caught on camera. Watch this. When reviewing the footage, one detail immediately stands out. Who exactly is the man in the elevator greeting? He nods politely, as though acknowledging someone standing right in front of him. But the cabin is completely empty. The strange behavior doesn't end there, as rumors about the elevator's odd reactions on the 4th floor began to grow. Over the years, complaints became disturbingly specific. Residents swore the elevator doors would open by themselves, or that faint footsteps could be heard pacing the 4th floor long after midnight. The management team tried everything: repairs, electrical inspections, even new control panels. But nothing stopped the incidents. In fact, they worsened. Tenants on the 4th floor were the first to move out, soon followed by those above and below. Can a spirit actually summon an elevator? Maintenance logs showed the system was fully functional just 2 days before this video was recorded. Watch closely. If no one pressed the button and no malfunction was found, then what unseen force made the elevator stop on the 4th floor that night? Whatever it was, the haunting legacy of that mansion continues to grow, and that elevator remains one of its most disturbing mysteries. This chilling clip was recorded by a night shift security guard assigned to patrol a cemetery. During one of his rounds, he decided to film a short video for his brother-in-law, wanting to show just how eerie the crematorium becomes after dark. For those unfamiliar, a crematorium is where the deceased are reduced to ashes, and their remains are later placed into urns for families to keep. Knowing what takes place, there already carries an unsettling weight. But what this guard captured that night takes the word haunting to another level. As he records his walkthrough, something deeply disturbing unfolds.
They turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to walk you through now, I have a friend that works that he would see and hear things coming from these furnaces when they're burning the bodies. So when I'm walking through here, They usually put the urns out to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
The crematorium, already a setting straight out of a nightmare, grows even more unsettling when a strange sound begins echoing through the space. As he passes the row of furnaces, his camera picks up a sharp, metallic tapping noise. The pattern is consistent. It happens only when he walks by the furnaces, as though something inside is responding to his presence. The unease in his breathing says it all. Whatever is causing the sound feels alive.
Now, I have a friend that works.
Even if one could blame it on technical interference, what happens next defies explanation. Out of nowhere, a single urn across the room begins to shake, its faint vibration caught clearly on camera. None of the other urns move, just that one. Moments later, the urn's lid slowly begins to slide open on its own. Terrified, the guard bolts for the exit, gasping for air before turning back to see something, or someone, emerging from the shadows. Panicked, he clocks out early and reports the event to his supervisor. Though there's been no official follow-up, one thing's certain. He's avoiding that crematorium from now on. If the urn truly held ashes, the idea of what might have awakened that night makes this one of the creepiest paranormal encounters ever recorded. In this scary video, a man named Michael insists that his workplace is haunted, and that whatever spirit lingers there seems to enjoy tormenting him in particular. What began as subtle noises and flickering lights soon escalated into a full-blown haunting that he managed to capture on camera. Take a look. If this had been a one-time event, Michael might have laughed it off. But strange things had been happening for weeks before this recording. The most terrifying moment, though, came inside the conference room. While preparing for a meeting, he suddenly heard a faint humming. A familiar tune once sung every morning by a coworker who had passed away. At first, he assumed someone was outside, until he realized the sound was coming from the speaker system, which wasn't even turned on. Now, Michael believes the spirit has attached itself to him personally. Some viewers think it's his late co-worker trying to communicate, while others suspect the building sits atop something sinister that resents being disturbed. Whatever the truth may be, one thing's certain. This haunting is far from over, and until there's an explanation, Michael's workplace remains one of the most chilling, unsolved paranormal cases online. In this scary video, a father is pushed to his limits trying to get his little boy to sleep. Every single night, the child insists that his scary friend is standing in the room with him. At first, the dad brushed it off as a passing phase, just nightmares or an overactive imagination at play. But soon, the strange and unexplained events happening around the house became impossible to ignore. What began as harmless bedtime fears has turned into something that feels deeply unsettling. Watch this.
You're scary now. No, you're scary now.
Scared before.
This isn't the only disturbing thing that's happened. On several nights, the boys' toys mysteriously power on by themselves. Other times, the father claims to hear soft whispering through the baby monitor, even while his son sleeps peacefully. He's tried everything, changing rooms, unplugging the toys, even cutting the power at night, but the eerie activity never stops. Now he's beginning to believe that his son's scary friend might be something far more sinister than make-believe. Could this be evidence of a haunting? Or is there another explanation behind this chilling paranormal activity? Let me know your thoughts. A woman has spent her entire life in the same home, never once hearing anything she couldn't rationalize. Until now. Lately, she's taken up a new passion, collecting dolls. Not the cute modern ones, but the antique porcelain figures that already carry an unsettling presence, as if they've witnessed centuries of sorrow. At first, her collection was harmless fun. She'd pick up old dolls from thrift shops or yard sales, give them a gentle cleaning, and display them proudly. But soon, her fascination grew darker. She began speaking to them, asking questions, even using pendulums in hopes of a response. And now, something unexplainable has begun to happen inside her home. Watch closely.
What the fuck is that? What's happened before up there on the roof? Like inside the house. Something's just knocking. I don't really know, like... It stopped. No, it's still going. What the f*** is that noise? It's so weird.
She could easily dismiss it all, convincing herself that maybe the dolls are finally responding to her. But the reality feels far more sinister. It's been weeks since her last attempted spirit communication. Yet lately, she hears strange noises, 3 deliberate knocks, echoing from her bedside table each night before she sleeps. Viewers online are divided. Some believe she unintentionally opened a portal, inviting paranormal activity into her home. Others think she's now haunted by something attached to the dolls themselves. Whatever the cause, one terrifying fact remains. Everything changed the moment those cursed dolls crossed her threshold. An aunt recorded her young niece casually eating breakfast at the kitchen table. It was meant to be just another innocent family moment, filmed nearly 2 years ago. But even now, the footage continues to haunt her thoughts. What she captured that morning has left viewers everywhere with chills. Watch closely, and you'll see why.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Like a scene straight out of a horror film, a shadowy figure glides silently across the background. Its slow, deliberate movement somehow makes it far more unnerving. Even stranger, as the figure passes, the kitchen light flickers and dies, as if its presence drains the very energy from the room. But that's not the only thing that's wrong here. Look closely at the refrigerator behind the child. The reflection staring back doesn't quite line up with her movements. Some swear it looks like the reflection is watching her. Whether it's pareidolia or something truly supernatural, the moment is undeniably eerie. And while this video may be old, the mysterious shadow captured within it remains just as chilling today.